Carrie Mae Weems' 2008 short film, Constructing History, A Requiem to Mark the Moment, reveals the construction of history and race while demonstrating the power of the student to change hegemonic narratives, name their conditions, and desecrate white supremacist capitalist narratives that reside within educational institutions. The film both opens and closes with shots of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, grounding Weems' questioning of American democracy within the 2008 election of Obama. However, Weems also references past political moments, aligning these moments with the present. A clip of young students in berets reminiscent of the Black Panther Party uniform visually connects the contemporary battle to implement critical race studies in American schools with the education initiatives of the Black Panther Party in the 1960s and 70s. Weems also subconsciously foreshadows the future, as her inclusion of a looming Trump-esque figure forebodes the presence of opposition to the battle for critical race studies. The entirety of the film takes place in a dimly lit classroom, accompanied by dreary and haunting music, while chilling snow falls outside the window. The supposed inviting and familiar classroom space now appears cold and unsettling, establishing the atmosphere for Weems' own historical and educational unsettling. The classroom recognizably presents itself. Globes dissect the middle of the room, referencing the social sciences like cartography, which uphold the hierarchies Weems seeks to desecrate. The classroom is also adorned with two anatomic diagrams on opposing sides of the room. These cisgendered representations of the male and female bodies illuminate the work of the scientific disciplines in designating what bodies are and how they should behave and present. The diagrams highlight the education system's reverence to and enforcement of the gender binary. However, as the camera unsteadily pans back and forth across the classroom, it becomes clear that the classroom is not a classroom at all, but a set on a sound stage. The bright lights, blaring from the ceiling, are those of indoor sound stages on Hollywood sets. Thus, Weems equates the production of historical narratives and ideologies within the classroom to the production of dramatized fictional stories created by the corporate media, proving history's construction. The notion of the classroom as a constructed site implies that everything within the room, from the globes to the anatomical diagrams, are also constructed and are arbitrary symbols enforced by the Western hegemonic imagination. Weems' treatment of the classroom as a fabricated entity exposes and demolishes beliefs that the American education system enforces as sacred natural law. Weems' overall construction of the site of historical construction itself grants her, the creator and artist, ultimate power over the narrative. The film then enters a series of chapters, A Woman in Winter and The Fall, The Assassinations, which reflect upon the history and assassinations of the 20th century that Weems believes culminated in the moment of the 2008 election. Tableaus of the historical assassinations reveal the juxtaposed treatment of the American education system's excessive discussion of narratives of tragedy, with important counter-hegemonic narratives that often remain absent from the curriculum. The tableaus appear stylized, kitschy, and staged. As the camera moves around them, the clock, globes, and windows reveal that the tableaus also take place within the confines of the classroom space. Weems' purposeful aestheticization of her tableaus as staged reveals the very construction of these historical narratives, history itself, and systems of racial hierarchy that education perpetuates. Weems casts college students as the actors in the staged assassination scenes, once again signifying the power of the students who use their education as a tool to deconstruct notions of history. The fight to recognize critical race studies as an integral part of the American education system is necessary for students to name their conditions and to desecrate white supremacist capitalist and patriarchal sentiments that reside within this system. Recognizing this necessity, Carrie Mae Weems calls out the construction of history and race while emphasizing the strength of students and artists who have the power to challenge these very narratives.
I got all this time to kill, something like a prayer to kneel to. Lay